If your computer struggles just to open a few browser tabs or takes forever to launch basic programs, it's probably time for an upgrade. Today we're breaking down the top 5 best all-in-one PCs you can buy right now. Whether you need something sleek for the home office, powerful enough for creative work, or just a reliable system that won't slow you down, we've looked at performance, display quality, build, reliability, and the features that actually matter in day-to-day use, not just flashy specs. Some of these picks offer surprising power, others are all about simplicity and stability, but every one of them brings serious value. This isn't a ranked list, so if you're serious about finding the right fit, make sure not to skip around. And if you want the best prices, we've linked everything down below. Let's get into it. First up's the Lenovo Yoga AIO 9i Gen 8. This lists best PC for most people. It's got Harman Kardon speakers, which comes with a pair of 2-watt tweeters and 5-watt woofers, making the sound on the 9i really loud. If you're looking for a high-end all-in-one that actually feels high-end, the Lenovo Yoga AIO 9i Gen 8 is the one to beat. This thing is slick, surprisingly fast, and it brings one of the best displays you'll find on any desktop right now. Let's start with that screen, a 31.5-inch 4K HDR 600 panel that's just gorgeous. It's bright, color-accurate, and factory-calibrated, which means everything from spreadsheets to Netflix and Photoshop just pops. Lenovo stuck with a 16:9 aspect ratio here, which is a bit old school compared to the ultra-wide HP Envy 34, but it also makes this thing easier to fit on a normal desk. Under the hood, this Yoga is no slouch. It's rocking an Intel Core i9-13900H chip with 16 gigs of RAM, and it flies through productivity tasks. Unlike the HP Envy, isn't quite as powerful. The Yoga 9i isn't built for gaming, but for creative work, video editing, or media consumption, it punches way above its weight class. And in real-world use, it's quiet, cool, and consistently smooth. The design also deserves props. The base doubles as a Qi wireless charger, which is a clever use of space. The included wireless keyboard and mouse are solid, and both recharge via USB-C. The build is clean and modern, though it would have been nice to get a few front-facing ports. All the I/O is on the back, which means you'll be reaching around more often than you'd like. The Yoga AIO 9i Gen 8 is fast, sharp, and premium from top to bottom. If you're not gaming but want a powerhouse AIO with a killer display, this one's easy to recommend. Next up, we've got the HP Envy Move. HP made an all-in-one desktop with a handle. Yes, this is the HP Envy Move, and it might just be the most interesting out there, not because it breaks performance records, but because it rethinks where and how a desktop can be used. This isn't just a desk anchor, it's a full PC you can pick up and carry to another room. At just over 9 pounds and with a built-in battery, the Envy Move's designed to go from the kitchen to the living room to the bedroom without skipping a beat. The 23.8-inch QHD display's sharp, vibrant, and touch-enabled. It's easily the best screen in this price range, and paired with surprisingly loud B&O speakers, this thing becomes a solid streaming machine or Zoom call companion. Inside, you're getting a 13th Gen Intel Core i5 chip with up to 16 gigs of RAM and a 1 terabyte SSD, enough power for productivity, media, or homework. You're not gaming here, but for day-to-day use, it holds its own. The battery? It won't outlast your laptop, but 5-ish hours off the plug is enough for most mobile tasks. Oh, and those little feet that pop out automatically when you set it down? Love that. It's quiet too, running more or less with minimal sound throughout the day, unlike a competitor like the Dell XPS 8960, which can get a tad loud under heavier workloads. If you're into the idea of a PC that isn't tethered to one room, the HP Envy Move delivers on a very specific promise. It's portable, practical, and just plain fun to use, something that can't often be said about desktops. Now for the Dell Inspiron 5420. This lists best PC for the money. It's got a touch display, so you've got all the navigation of a tablet with the power of a PC. The Dell Inspiron 245420 doesn't scream high-end, but it nails the essentials and brings a surprisingly polished experience to the table, especially if you're building a home setup for work, school, or everyday use. You're working with a 23.8-inch 1080p touch display, and when it comes to the screen, Dell made the smart move with anti-glare coating and solid brightness. At around 300 nits, it outshines a lot of budget AIOS, and colors hold up pretty well too. For YouTube, Netflix, or docs, you're all set. Powering this setup is Intel's 13th Gen Core i5 processor with 16 gigs of RAM and a 512 gig SSD. That combo keeps Windows 11 running smooth and snappy for everything from spreadsheets to casual Photoshop edits. No dedicated GPU here. It's all Intel Iris Z integrated graphics, so you won't be necessarily gaming on this. But for the price, that trade-off's totally fair. What's nice is the build. It's clean, minimal, and feels better than you'd expect. The base is sturdy, the bezels are slim, and the off-white aesthetic is a nice break from the usual black box. Ports are mostly on the back, but you do get a USB-C on the side, plus HDMI in and out, and even an SD card slot. That's a win. The webcam's 1080p and supports Windows Hello, which we always appreciate. The speakers are solid, dual 5-watt drivers that bring decent depth and volume for an AIO this size. So who's it for? Families, students, or anyone who wants a reliable, space-saving desktop that doesn't leave you penniless. The Inspiron 2450-420 might not be flashy, but it punches above its weight, and that's what good value looks like. Now the HP Envy 34 All-in-One. This lists best PC overall. The HP Envy 34 AIO is kind of a dream setup for creators, content editors, or really anyone who appreciates a clean workspace with serious screen real estate. It's not the cheapest, but for what it offers, it nails the all-in-one formula better than most. Let's start with that 34-inch 5K ultra-wide display. It's stunning. The 21:9 aspect ratio gives you all the space you need to work with multiple windows, edit video timelines, or stack spreadsheets side by side. At 5120 by 2160 resolution, it's sharper than most desktops, such as the Dell Inspiron 5420. The Envy 34's got rich colors, a brightness of 500 nits, and overall, it just looks classy. But HP didn't stop at visuals. The modular 16-megapixel webcam is magnetically detachable, so you can move it around the screen for the best angle or even point it downward for desk shots. For remote work, creators, or live streamers, that kind of flexibility is huge. And the image quality? Way better than your average built-in laptop cam. Inside, it's rocking a Core i7 processor, RTX 3060 mobile GPU, 32 gigs of RAM, and a 1 terabyte SSD in the tested config. This won't outpace a full tower with desktop-class parts, but for an AIO, it's more than capable. Photo editing, light 3D work, and multitasking are smooth. You can even upgrade the RAM and storage yourself if you need more down the line. Ports are everywhere. Thunderbolt 4, HDMI, SD card reader, USB-C, and A. Bottom line, this isn't the fastest machine on the planet, but it's balanced. Beautiful display, solid performance, unique camera, and an elegant design that doesn't take over your space. If you're in the market for a powerful AIO and want a screen that stuns, the HP Envy 34 deserves a spot at the top of your list. Last but not least, the Dell XPS 8960, a fully customizable computer, perfect for anyone who wants to upgrade a PC piece by piece as time goes on. The Dell XPS 8960 is what can be called a sleeper powerhouse. No RGB, no wild design, just raw, reliable performance packed into a clean, pro-looking tower that wouldn't look out of place in a home office or a creator studio. Now, at a high build, it can come pretty decked out, with a Core i7-14700K, RTX 4080 Super, 32 gigs of DDR5 RAM, and a 1 terabyte SSD. That's serious firepower. Whether you're editing 4K video, playing AAA games at max settings, or juggling a dozen Chrome tabs while rendering in the background, this rig handles it all without breaking a sweat. Well, maybe a little fan noise, but we'll get to that. Dell's design is low-key but great. The build is solid, airflow's efficient, and the front panel I/O is super convenient. USB-C with PowerShare, a full-size SD card reader, multiple USB-As. Around back, you get more high-speed USBs, HDMI, DisplayPort, and full 7.1 surround audio support. One underrated feature, upgradability. The toolless side panel gives you quick access to everything: RAM, storage, GPU. It's all easy to swap out down the line. There's even a helpful diagram inside showing how to take stuff apart. That's a W for accessibility. Performance-wise, the RTX 4080 Super delivers across the board. In real-world gaming, Call of Duty, Cyberpunk, F124, it stays smooth even at 4K with ray tracing turned on. Creators will appreciate the Adobe-ready horsepower, and if you're just multitasking with Office apps, this thing is overkill in the best way. The air-cooled version gets a bit loud under heavy loads, but Dell offers a liquid cooling option if you'd like a quieter system. Bottom line, the XPS 8960's a desktop that flexes without needing to show off. quietly powerful, deeply customizable, and built for serious work or play. Alright, that's our list. The best all-in-one PCs available right now. Whether you're upgrading an aging setup or finally building out your home workspace, any of these picks can make a real difference. If this video helped you out, even a little, go ahead and hit that like button. It really does make a difference for the channel. And don't forget, we've linked the best prices in the description to make things easy. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.